waiting for broadcast to be published. Howdy ho, guys and gals. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Welcome to Sunday Night Tool Talk Live with me, the missus, and anyone else who cares to join. If you're not asleep like I almost am. How was your holidays? We're going to do a quick broadcast check. Make sure we're going out 5x5 here.
I did not hear a bing.
Of course not.
Because why would we do that?
Why indeed?
Oh, wait. I see us now.
It says we're live. If you're not asleep like I
found
And
us.
let's see if we can. D-Diz, of course, is in the house. You could mute that if you want.
I can't get it to stop. I can't get us to stop
You
talking.
don't have to. You can mute me if you want also.
It does not work.
Probably. No, that doesn't work any better.
No.
All right. We're going to make sure this here. I'm setting this to live chat. I don't know if you all can see it. It says live chat. If it resets itself again, not my fault. D-Diz, Stephen Lee's in the house. Stephen does one, of course. How's it going? Joe Smith, Futon02. Mike Schmitz, Futon says, I can hear you.
Yay!
He's listening.
He
sees
Falcon.
you when you're sleeping. DR Falcon in the house. Garrett, Soccer Bros. Novus Nick's here. How you doing? Disloyal Dashel. What do you think about Cobalt Impact 24? Are you the one who emailed me? I don't have one, but everything I've heard about it says that they are from mid-grade or better. There's an article, if you do a Google search for that product plus 2-year professional use. There's a guy who documented 2 years worth of work in a pro shop, as a professional in a shop, using it as his daily half-inch impact. Oh wait! Oh, sorry. I take it back. That's the quarter-inch. Quarter-inch. I actually rather like it.
Where's my bell?
Where is your? It's right behind your drink. Ding dong.
Ding ding.
Ding ding.
Homily 665. Thank you so much. Ding 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 ding.
You got a little dance to go with that.
Yeah, you do.
Anyway, I have several of the Cobalt stuff, and I think for a DIYer prosumer level kind of thing that they're excellent for that. Well, they got a 5-year warranty, stuff like that. Bad Idea Workbenches in the house. Amos is here. Hello, Bear family. Have a good holiday. We did have a good holiday. We got family in town. We've hung out. I spent a lot of time with you. I'm really exhausted. I stayed up too late last night playing video games with the Cubs. It's kind of a family tradition we do every year. I've always been very blessed to have about 2 weeks off around Christmas time, and I'm a bit of a workaholic, if people hadn't noticed. And so I like to say that I make time to go to all their events and everything, but I know I miss a few of them because you go without me. And so I try to, every Christmas, to make it very much about the Cubs and about family and stuff. So it kind of became this family tradition thing for me and the Cubs to spend time, in the cold winter, inside, snuggled up, and playing either, board games or video games or other kind of stuff together.
So there are quite a number of complaints that there's no headgear.
Turn your head around.
There's headgear. You guys just can't see it.
She's very festive with her Christmas bow. With bells. She's so happy she's here with bells on.
Yep.
All right, let me get through the rest of these introductions. Mike Wilson from Florida. Paul Summary. How's it going there? Let's see here. Splat PB. Greg's in the house. Can you guys do the show as Bears? The Bear gets the weekends off. He works through the week, so he gets the weekends off, and most holidays. So he's got much better, what do they call it, benefits than I do.
Yep.
Rodney's in the house. Little Opie, Soccer Bros, Matthew Davis, Benjamin from Apple Valley, California, PJ Kentucky. How's it going?
Hey.
Brian Hume. Tim Wise, Zuckerberg can hear you. Nice. Artie, cheers from PA. Matthew Bean, Merry Christmas, Bear and family. D-Diz says he saw the headgear. He knew
I
it was
think
there.
DJ said, I missed the headgear.
Oh, he said I missed the headgear.
Yes,
My bad.
everyone is missing the headgear.
Ugh.
He's tired.
I am so tired. I'm operating on like 4 hours of sleep. 4 hours of sleep and bourbon. Today's bourbon of choice is brought to you by, is it On the Glass?
Nope, not that one.
Oh, it's not on this one.
No.
Where'd this come from? I didn't know we had a proper rocks glass in the house.
That's what the kids keep breaking.
Yeah. These. Is, what is it? Maker's Mark.
Oh, I thought it was Woodford's.
No, I was gonna buy the Woodfords. In the last minute, I put the Woodfords back and got the Maker's Mark because it was post-Christmas discounted, and it came with the 2 free rocks glasses.
Yes.
I'm a real sucker for the free glasses.
He really is. Like, I cannot tell you how many glasses we have. It's a problem.
You can't. You signed a contract and everything.
That's right.
Lomax, greetings from Pennsylvania. Bradley Erickson, never catch you. What impact have you used the most recently? Recently, in the past month, I haven't used anything. We've been kind of on lockdown here. Honestly, the one I go for the most is the Hercules. I just like the way it fits in the paw for me. I've got plenty of them, so I don't know. But anyway, and I've got more. Oh, have I got more? We're going to talk about that in a minute. What?
I just said, oh.
Maintenance Man's here. How goes it? DR Falcon was complaining that you didn't have headgear.
I know, I'm telling you.
Jay Jr. Hi there, Bear. Boy, I'm trying to get Amos Cardoza.
Jeff Tui says, Happy New Year from Bozeman. All the best in the new year.
You're right. Joe Smith comments that Maintenance Man had a new icon. Mm-hmm. And that's why I didn't notice him at first.
Has anyone seen Daughter of Ra?
Steve, what'd you do with her? Blake Moore, subscribe. Paul Zimmer, what happened to the best hardware store pool you're doing? I couldn't find anything on the website. I posted it to the website. Why didn't it show up there? I wonder if I didn't publish it.
Or you left it private and didn't.
Yeah, I'll have to double check. I get a lot of feedback, and we're going to be doing those videos this week now that I'm collecting all the data from everything, so we'll be doing that. And I got your email on that, by the way. Thank you. Terry Raff is in the house. Hello, Bears. Soccer Bros, a shout out from Chicago. And Rodney says hello from Branson. Happy New Year's. I hope everyone had a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah if that's the way you go. Let's see here. Family times with the Cubs are the best. I do try to make that happen. I like the shirt, Mama Bear. Or Louisville shirt.
Louisville.
I used to have one that said the Louisville National Surf Championship. I love that shirt. Happy New Year, Bozeman. Oh, from Bozeman.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish we were up there right now. Although apparently we're supposed to get some snow tonight here. We'll see how much we get. Let's see here. Da-da-da. Should bring in the Reds brother for the holidays. That's right. Bring in old brother Blue in.
Where did you go?
I'm right here. Tim Holloway, hello from Indiana. Barbecue 76. I can see the chat if I turn my. Why is the chat not showing? It does this every
it says,
time.
I can see the chat if I turn my phone sideways.
Yes, but it's not showing.
Do I need to turn the TV sideways to see the chat?
Hold on. One moment, please. Why don't you read some comments while I do some technical support?
Hey, Joe Smith. I can't read it when you covered it. So I think I was about to read Steven's message about being tired already. Steven.
Oh, that's viewer count. Wrong one.
Steven says, I'm also tired already. My body has adjusted to getting up at 5:15. Wow. I hear ya. Zafiel says, Den of Tools Maker's Mark is awesome. Daughter of Ross says, hello everyone, or evening all. In my mind, that's what I said that you said. I got your card, by the way. Finally.
Finally.
We didn't get it until yesterday. So I think Christmas packages are making everything take a long time. What's your thoughts on the Bauer portable bandsaw? The Woodworks Unlimited is asking.
I love it. I recommend it all the time. For the money, you're going to be hard-pressed to find a better bandsaw.
Novice Nick said, Steve's small engine repair hosted his first live stream. He got buried and it got crashed. So glad he's gotten popular.
Oh, that's awesome.
Cool.
How many people do you have in the stream? That's cool.
Yeah.
I need to watch that. I love small engine kind of stuff. This chat box thing is a pain in the...
wants you to know the 49ers are up 10-0 second quarter.
I hate the 49ers.
You know what? Shh. Quiet time for you.
No, because now you have to be a Vegas Raiders fan.
No.
For the kids.
For the children. Oh. Mustang James says that he hopes that you guys have a safe and prosperous new year. Greetings from Climax, Michigan.
There, I got the chat to show up.
Ta-da!
Jeez. That's way too much of me.
Benjamin says, I bought a set of crow's feet wrenches from Harbor Freight. Benjamin, I'm not sure how to say your
How
last
often
name.
do you use those? That's a question I got for you. How often do you, unless you're a professional mechanic, and even then, how often do you need to reach for a crow's foot?
Garrett says, I'm sipping on Blanton's.
You should demand pumpkin bread for weekend surcharge. Yes. Yes, I should.
What?
Splat says, you should demand pumpkin bread for weekend surcharge because I'm working on the weekends. You should make me pumpkin bread.
That's not what I think that means.
That's exactly what that
No.
means. And somebody, and I don't know who it was, they sent me a text message with a picture. Somebody's making, let me see if I can show it to you. This is, at first I thought this seemed awful. And then the more I thought about it, I was like, well, I mean, why not, right? And that is, come on. Yeah, shut up, Moto.
So, somehow I missed that one.
You missed all the good stuff.
Yep.
All right.
That's true.
It's going to take the phone a second, or the camera a second to adjust for. Come on. If I tilt it, no. It's still going to be too bright. Anyway, it's a bottle of liqueur. It says Fulton's Harvest Pumpkin Pie Cream Liqueur. Only 12.5% alcohol by volume. I figure you pop some moonshine in there, take it up to about 80. Anyway, let's see here. Hope you guys have a safe, prosperous New Year's. Greetings from Climax, Michigan.
Said that.
Well, I said it better as usual.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Dr. Roz in the house. Yes. All is right with the world.
I know. I was feeling like it was a little off.
Hiram Buffetum says you were right about the Anchor cables, chargers, and power banks. I use it. I got it hooked up to my computer right here. I use it every day. And we got the portable bank.
No, this one is. That one's not it. Is it?
Oh no, Anchor. This is Anchor's the one. I have the Anchor in the car. I have the AW key at my desk.
Okay. Can I do a plug for a product that?
Hold on. This is a non-sponsored product.
Non-sponsored.
But if you are a parent, you want one of these.
Yeah. Every single person I know who has a baby or has kids or is breathing needs one of these. It's called a Kinsa. They have different kinds of them. Basically, this thermometer works with your phone. So it takes readings and then it keeps a log on your phone. So when you're totally tired because you've gotten up for the 700th time with the kid that has a fever and you're like, crap, I don't know when I gave them Tylenol last time and what time it was when I took their temperature, you can look on your phone. And it keeps a record forever as long as you have the app on your phone.
So does this one work without the phone as well? Because it's got the display on it.
It does. I mean, it'll tell you the temperature.
Because the last one we had was just the thermal probe, and you had to have it connected to your phone. Quiet.
I still think it needs to be connected to your phone, but I think it will display
It doesn't.
what the temp. Do you see what I'm working with here, people? You see what I'm working with? The Christmas spirit I have to deal with this.
Christmas
Anyways,
is over, sweetie.
Quince. Christmas is in your heart always. Anyways, if you don't have one, if you have a friend, if you have yourself, if you have a spouse who gets man flu, perhaps, all the time, you need to check and see if there's really
Christmas
a fever.
is in your heart. You're getting cold again.
Anyways, moving on.
Anyway, it is, we're kind of a little more self-sufficient than a lot of parents are when it comes to treating the kids. And, we've got the little ear thing where you can look in the ear.
The otoscope.
And I'm not above, like, being able to gauge whether the kids need a Band-Aid versus a butterfly, treating,
Or some dirt and just
rub
it in there.
some dirt in there, but she thought I was crazy, but...
Yes.
Let's see here. Maker's Mark Bourbon, and she's wearing Louisville shirt. Any connections? I grew up in Louisville myself. I used to live in Kentucky, just across the river from Cincinnati.
Trying to get in on action.
And I used to... I'm not saying I knew people. I'm not saying that I ever made and sold moonshine, but there's a book that says that I did. Echo Belkin in the house. How's it going? I know we're behind. I got to catch up.
Yes.
Jim Haynes says, a side note, Tecton has their U.S.-made bungee cords on sale for $2.
Whoa.
$2. That's a great price. Ron Smith says, just move the bow to the top of your head and jig. There you go.
I'm telling you, I'm going to go inside. I'm going to put them all on.
Electric trucks are going to be the best for off-road and freight use. Eagle Warrior. It's going to be some time. They're going to have to come up with a new battery system. The lithium ion just doesn't have enough density for good off-road and freight. The torque is there, but they need to get slightly one more generation, basically. They get that next generation of battery systems, and they're going to get to that power density that they need for that sort of thing. Now, with on-road, like over-the-road kind of freight, those trucks are big enough that they can just, what do they say? Sometimes quantity is a quality all its own. They can put enough batteries on those things that they can overcome that. But anyway, I got a blanket because it's freezing out here because it's supposedly snowing. Hold on, let me see here. Current forecast says it's supposed to snow in 18 minutes. It's supposed to snow. Terry said, got a new tool this week. Feldpiece wireless probes, HVAC tool. That'd be cool. I need to look into that. There's some cool tools out there for the HVAC crowd. D.R. Funkin says he heard from his brother Wisconsin's buried in the snow.
Did you tell them it's going to snow here?
Yes, I just did.
Okay.
Alright, hold on here. Alright. Matt Persky, I can never pronounce that. Matt, hey Matt, how's it going? Steve has a beer of the day. Always something interesting. There you go. Hi from Roswell, New Mexico. The fellow alien hunters in the house. GVR Tools. Hey Bear family. Hope you had an awesome Christmas. We did. We had a great Christmas. People ask me if I got everything I wanted, and by that is like, did I get the kids everything they wanted? We did. The oldest got a flight stick from Logitech. He got the flight yoke, throttles, and the pedals. The little girl got a Mommy's Day weekend with you. And the littlest bear got his own Nintendo Switch Lite. So he was thrilled. It's got wrestling, WWE wrestling on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I fixed the
gosh.
headband situation.
And you're blinking.
I'm blinking. It's Merry Christmas. We got antlers.
Do you still have the bells on? Still has the bells on.
Yes, I do. I'm like, I don't know.
GVR Tools, near the main Christmas promoted GVR Tools. I increased my subs. Sorry. GVR Tools says, Neil, the maintenance man, gave me an awesome Christmas gift, promoted GVR Tools, and increased my subs by over 20. Super nice guy. That's awesome.
Awesome.
Merry Christmas. The gift that keeps on giving. Vegas Vince in the house. Wishing you a happy and healthy New Year. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Elko says, happy early New Year, 2020 plans. We hit 500,000 subs.
That's our
sure.
plan.
Why
Yes.
not?
If we could make that happen in the next few days.
Aim high, right? Mike Adams in the house. How's it going? Steve says, did you see Harbor Freight is putting customer videos on their products on their website? They have one of your videos of the hydraulic lift cart. They have it under the 1,000 pound capacity one. Yeah, they've used a bunch of my videos. And yeah, I've seen a bunch of the ones they use. It's kind of funny, some of the videos that they use, but they do. Eagle Warrior says, I just use an infrared gun. There you go. Speaking of which...
Nope.
No?
No.
Yeah. I just picked up one of these. The new Ames one. I used the old ones, the old Syntec one, so we're going to test this one, see how it's doing. And I got a project for you, and you're going to see. Not on the menu. Let's see here. Hope everyone's having a great evening. It's New Year's time. Red Dirt Tool Review says. Let's see here. Wolfie, good evening, Mr. and Mrs. Red, and the Labradog too. Labradog's inside because it's cold out here because she's a wuss.
She just likes it warm.
Mikey says, did it Tools. I was at Harbor Freight today in Bellingham, Washington, and they had the Icon 73 roller with 2 lockers, stainless and hutch, all for just over $11,000 after the discount. Yeah, it gets pricey there real quick, doesn't it? Splat says, yes, I did mean that he should demand pumpkin bread as his weekend overtime rate increase, just like how the union workers get double time for working weekends and holidays. Ooh, yeah.
Do you have thumbs?
Nope.
Okay, then you can do it yourself.
You won't let me in the kitchen. You always get mad. I burn your pans and stuff like that. Set off the smoke detector.
Yeah.
We have the most sensitive even, smoke detector you've ever seen. You can think about making toast and it goes off. Matt says, I ordered the Yukon 9-drawer workstation, picked up a bunch of the $5 Christmas tools at Harbor Freight. The little Bauer 4-volt is darn nice for $5. I like it, but I wouldn't pay $20. That's exactly the way I feel about it. Actually, I'm getting a little warm now. Will you put this over there? You can have it. I can get some static. Lomax says, Christmas is over. Ha bum hug. I don't know what ha bum hug means. It's a dyslexic Grinch. Says ha bum hug. In Salem, hi you guys. You seem like awesome people. Thank you. That's really nice.
Thank you.
Paul says Christmas isn't over till the 12th night. My grandmother would have a conniption if you took your tree down before Epiphany. My wife will have a conniption if you take it down before the 4th of July.
That's right.
And I do it every year. I love. There we go.
Yay!
Hey! Thanks. I need a new laptop is what the deal is. This thing is just
dead.
Yeah, it's a little twitchy at this point. Yeah, Maybe I need to bolt it back together. That's part of the problem. Probably. Anyway. Sorry about that. Audio should be back. I'm seeing audio spikes. So it should be back. Anyway, let's back it up a bit. Salem says you guys seem like awesome people. Thank you. Paul St. Marie says Christmas isn't over till the 12th night. My grandmother would have a conniption if you took your tree down. I said she would like to leave the tree up all year round.
Yes, because it's totally legitimate. You can have a Valentine's Day tree.
We're catching up here.
Yep.
And I take it down on our birthday, which is the first week of... Our birthdays are right next to each other. First week of February. Jeremy says he moved from Louisville to Cincinnati. I said I lived in the Cincinnati greater metropolitan area for 10 years. Went to high school there. All right. Should be caught up here. Robert McAvoy, New Year's prediction. Dead Tools will hit 100K subs. Have an awesome New Year's, Bear Family. Thank you very much. Yeah, we were planning to probably early fall, late summer, hit 100K. Let's see here. Have you tried the Space Pen? I've not tried the Space Pen. Insane say I got my first air tool at Harbor Freight Friday. Haven't used it yet. Let me know how it goes for you. Marianne says baby brother bear and sister bear are in the house. Cubs are listening. Daughter Ra, we made a 28-hour round trip to my parents to surprise my mother. I sent a link. Hope it works. That's awesome. Always love surprising family like that.
Yes, super awesome.
Hey, we're here. Ronald Smith says, yeah, that looks a lot better, especially the flashing lights. That looks neat. Talking about your...
Yes.
Talk of probes without aliens is wrong. Yes, Wilhawk, that is true. Salem says, I'm in Wisconsin, and it was in the 50s today. Whew. Joe Smith, free moonshine with purchase of jar. There you go.
That's right.
Vegas Finn says, gonna hate, but I just turned the air back on in Central Florida. I don't hate.
What? That's crazy, Doc.
I love Florida. Mr. Doughboy in the house. How goes it? Client graphics as well. Everyone's showing up tonight. And we're only at 125, so...
75.
Still 175, 125, 100. I can't. My brain has left the building. I am so sleep deprived. I'm slap happy from lack of sleep. Apparently, I'm not in my 20s anymore, and operating on 4 hours sleep is just something my body is not prepared to do. Matt says, my name is unique, usually the only one in the phone book. What's a phone book?
You're hilarious. It's the thing that you use to hold the door open.
I thought it's what you sat on so you could see over the dash.
I had that too. Ha 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 ha.
Mike Adams says, being I'm a newbie to woodworking, I just finished up my first time making 3 trinket boxes. I noticed with the micro hardware, the screws are countersunk, but hinges aren't. Oh, that's weird. To be continued. I guess you could probably, because they're probably like brass or something. They're probably soft enough you could bevel them or countersink them yourself. But can I get countersink drill bits that small and where? Well, that's the question now, isn't it? I couldn't even begin to tell you. I'm guessing Amazon would be the place to look for something like that. Let's see here. Dwayne Cesarium late had some Irish bourbon to finish.
You could always bring it with you.
Barbecue 76. I do a lot of work on my uncovered patio, and I have a toolbox out there for the go-to tools, but the toolbox isn't exactly weather/rainproof. Any suggestions on an outdoor box? I would go as cheap as possible and then buy a cover for it. Either get a tarp. Now, what I did in Montana was I just got one of the Harbor Freight tarps, and then I looped some poly rope through the bottom of it to create a cinch on it, so I could cinch it up and tighten it down around the base. You may, if it's a smaller box, be able to buy one of the bigger, what do you call it? Like barbecue covers, and use something like that if you just want to go something turnkey. But yeah, I wouldn't spend any big money on something that's going to be sitting outdoors all the time. And then just keep an eye on it and do touch-up paint or clear poly spray on any parts that start to show some wear.
Did you see Echo's comment?
No.
You were just straight there.
Speaking of smoke detectors, any more flame broiled bacon?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
She's afraid of the grill and bacon. She's never
I do
gonna
not
do that
grill
again.
bacon ever again.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. Trent says Tom, underinflated Brady, almost cried at the Cheatriots presser. I honestly have not been following football this year. I was all excited that it was bowl season, and then I looked at the bowl schedule. I'm like, I don't know anything. I haven't been following these teams. There's no point in watching it. I may have missed it, but I usually watch the Rose Bowl because I grew up watching the Rose Bowl. But now the Rose Bowl isn't like the same teams it used to be. It's all this big. I don't get it. I don't know.
It's just a sign that you're old. In my day.
Damn broadcast journalist.
Changing things after 700 years.
Yep. Wrong.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, what was that show? The McLaughlin Group. If you guys remember watching that, as a kid, I used to watch McLaughlin Group. I love that guy. And you're like, what do you think? What do you think? Wrong. And he'd tell you why you're all wrong.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yep. No, you don't. Great way to finish my birthday. Who else went to Harbor Freight? I did. I picked up a new set of these because I left the other set in Ontana, as you like to call it, because that's what she called it when she was
when I was little.
a cub.
Mm-hmm.
Sound please. We got the sound fixed.
Thank you.
I was given pumpkin pie apple bread. It lacked both apples and pumpkin flavor, but wasn't bad otherwise. Interesting. Okay. Terry's he's miming. Hope you have audio by now. If not, we have a problem. Oh, it says sound is back. Jeff, you were keying up, but you don't have any modulation. Turn up your mic again. Try again. Verizon, can you hear me now? Can you hear me meow?
Verizon.
Want to play cat? Listen, meow.
Meow.
Good, you saw a message. I did, Joe. Thank you so much. Christina Marie in the house, working at Uber Eats. You're working at Uber Eats?
What?
Looks like no snow in the forecast from my perspective. Well, you're further down in the valley. It's now saying 11 minutes. The times keeps getting lower and lower. Only stays up there for a minute. But it's not the right time. Why are you working at Uber Eats? Why aren't you working on your channel? Everyone, if you get a second, hey, by the way, let's take a moment to say thank you to all our mods. That's everyone with Blue. Speaking of which, there's somebody who deserves to be a mod. And just like that, she gets a blue wrench. Anyway, thank you again to all the mods, especially Mr. Joe Smith. He supports the channel like you have no idea. He sends me emails about things. Speaking of which, somebody, I don't know if he's here, but Gramute, I can never say it right. Mm-hmm. Maybe Joe can put a link down there. So he started his own channel. He's a mod on here as well. I believe he is. Anyway, and see, this is how frazzled and out of it I am. Yep. I'm just going to go take a nap.
Yep. He just the words. Sometimes he speaks English. Sometimes he speaks bear.
I'm so verklempt. Yes. I have no words.
Yep.
Anyway, the point is that they do a lot to help this channel, and we all benefit from it. So take a moment, go check out their channels, because most of them are creators in their own right. Go check them out. Give them a like. Maybe consider subscribing. Just a way of saying thank you for the work you do here and for the whole online community at large. Anyway, also I'll say big thank you to all of our members. Those are the people you have the little bear icon right behind their name. They're all, it's kind of like Patreon, but you support the channel in lots of different ways. And they allow us to do all sorts of different things. And we're going to talk about one of the things that they're allowing us to do. And also thank you to everyone who supports us with Super Chats. Yes. Whether you do the Super Chat through YouTube or you use the Streamlabs link. When link is should be in the description. It might not be. I don't know. I don't know anything tonight. Let me take this moment to then tell you what we did. So this has been on hold. This big project's been on hold because of the whole thing with YouTube. But now we fixed that. We've got... Here, I'm going to put my drink over here for now. Okay. I'm going to show you our recent tool haul for the channel. so you guys can see what's coming up here. And the first thing we got, thanks to a recommendation from a subscriber, is we got the CBA Battery Test Computer Analyzer. This is a medium pricey piece of electronics for testing batteries. And the most important part is actually the software. We got a temperature probe on here as well. And this, in the next coming week or weeks, we're going to be doing a battle royale of all the battery platforms, because I want to find out definitively, where people, fanboys can't argue with me, who makes the best battery systems and why. And I've got all the Harbor Freight stuff. I have DeWalt, I have Craftsman, I've got Cobalt, with all the chargers and batteries and all sorts of stuff. And again, this is all stuff. The system, the test analyzer thing, all this is stuff we bought using funds from you guys supporting the channel. And the first thing we got is the Makita LXT brushless impact driver. And so we're going to be testing, eventually we're going to be testing the tools also. But after looking at, because I'm going to buy a battery and charger from each system. But because it's Christmas, these were all the same price as buying a battery and charger by themselves. So we got that.
Your drink is awful.
We got the Milwaukee impact and battery system. We got Rigid. These are all, haven't unboxed them yet. We're going to do unboxing videos, first look, and then demonstrations, but we're going to be doing the battery systems first. We got the Ryobi's impact also. And then this one is the one that's actually kind of big news. And I wanted to tell you guys here first before I do a video on this, because I'd seen it online and I didn't know if it was real. It's real. So we know Hitachi's they got bought by Metabo and they're getting replaced, and it's all Metabo stuff now, right? And that comes with a lifetime warranty, which is lifetime. As long as they're still making the tools, it's under warranty. So we got the Metabo HPT Impact. Now this is brushed. All the other stuff is brushless. This is Metabo makes some incredibly high-end, incredibly good level kind of stuff. $50. That's cheaper than the Ryobi. That's cheaper than the Bauer.
Turn it around.
That's about as cheap as it gets.
Somebody just subscribed.
Alice Smith just subscribed.
Thank you.
Hi, Alice.
Sorry, I'm coughing.
So anyway, we're going to be doing a whole epic, and the other one I still have to pick up is the Bosch. I need to get the Bosch. At that point, we'll have all the main brands that most people can buy at retail. I'm not including Hilti in that because they're specialized, mainly sold to higher end, mostly corporations kind of stuff. In fact, I was kind of hesitant about Bosch. Now, since we're doing a little show and tell, I do want to show one other thing that I was hoping to review, or have the missus review, which was my Christmas present to her.
Yes.
Which is we got her. Oh, it's upside down.
And the label. Can't really see it.
Anyway, Milwaukee heated jacket that I bought from CPO. CPO Online. Nehema Ward just subscribed. Hi.
Oh, hey.
Nehema? How about Ward? Anyway, point is that got that to her, got it for her for Christmas, and they were running a deal where it was like $159 plus a free 2 amp hour battery bonus if you bought it during their sale. They sent us the wrong size and no battery. Now, I haven't had a chance to contact them, so I'm going to contact them on Monday, and we're going to test and see how well their customer support does, and we're going to report on it. Don't tell them we're doing this, because I want an honest, feedback as to, or be able to give you honest feedback to see how they handle it.
You should have seen my face when I tried the jacket on.
I was like,
Thank you, honey.
You were so bummed.
It's like,
All right. We got to get going here.
I talk too much.
Yes, you do. Both your birthdays are soonish. Mine is in February, Steve says.
So is ours. When in February?
Are you an Aquarius or are you, what's the other one? Gemini.
One of the other ones.
Yeah, the one that nobody cares about. Because you're either, that's the way the whole thing works. You're either an Aquarius or you're just not. I'm about as Aquarius as it gets. My mother was an Aquarius. My father was an Aquarius. I was born in 1969.
The age of
Sing
Aquarius.
it. You have to sing it.
Age of Aquarius.
Wow, you actually sang it.
Yeah.
You're awesome. I'm gonna not sing it because I love them.
Yep.
And because I'm banned from singing in most Western states.
Yep.
And all of Europe. They have health regulations. I've recorded hour-long videos only to find out during playback that halfway through my wireless mic died. Oh, Echo.
Yes. Yes,
I've
you've been
been
there.
That happened to me just recently. That happened, and it was terrible. Let's see here. Did Red quit smoking cigars? Only in the videos. He still smokes them every so often, but, you know, we try to keep the channel family friendly. It just wasn't a good image for the Cubs, if you would.
Yep.
Paul says Miss Bear should check out Big Clive's Christmas Lights videos.
Okay.
Nose Nick says here in Louisiana we had the AC on all weekend. Sabackerman, Happy New Year. Question, do you know if the free tarps will come back? Also, any experience with the strap wrenches? I have the strap wrenches, depending on which level you buy. The cheap ones are really cheap. And the upper level ones are decent. They're good enough. The free tarps, I don't know. I don't have any input as to if the free stuff... I don't think the free stuff's going to come back in the way it was before. I just don't think that the market is... I think they're moving away from... I think you see it more in the summer, in the slower months to get people in, but I still don't think we're going to see, like, every single catalog, 10 free items. It's not going to happen anymore. In fact, I can tell you right now, looking at the latest,
Aren't you
look
fancy
what I got.
with
I got
your...
a catalog. And this one's actually addressed to me. We got Final Markdown, Final Markdown, Final Markdown. Usually there's a whole bunch of free stuff on the front. And I'm not seeing it. The free flashlight. The little blue thing. That's what we got. Yeah. So. Whoops, sorry about that. Didn't mean to hit the microphone. Dune news. Aquaman will play Duncan, Idaho, and there will be 2 movies at part 1 and 2. I knew about, what's his name? The guy who plays Aquaman. From
Jason Momoa.
Yeah, I knew about that. I did not know he was playing Duncan, Idaho, or that there was going to be 1 or 2 movies. My son is going to be thrilled. Because my son is named after Duncan, Idaho, and here you got this guy who's, you know, looks kind of like him, or at least when he had long hair.
Yep.
Matt says, I figured you would say something about the phone book reference. I'm old, but not that old. Maintenance Man says, we're going down in the 30s tomorrow. Oh, yeah. You know, I-15's closed between here and there. At least it has been on and off.
Yep. I took the kids and my mom yesterday up to the snow for a little bit, and we did not have to go far. Mm-mm. Here, you can have some of your disgusting drink. Yep. You missed the face I made earlier when I drank it. It was awful.
People don't realize the high desert gets snow. And there is nothing
it's pretty
quite like the look of a desert with cactus and everything just coated in snow. It's really unique. Let's see here.
You're about 20 minutes behind. Christina Marie says, I'm a workaholic. Uber Eats, Grubhub, YouTube influencer. Yeah, you got a lot going on.
Yeah, she does. All right, hold on here. Am I really 20 minutes? I'm not 20 minutes behind.
Barbecue76 says, what's your email again?
red@denoftools.com.
Okay.
Any ideas to raise money for my mission trip in a month, heading to Haiti and looking to be creative? Oh, wow. I mean, just create a GoFundMe and put the word out. Everyone you know.
I think it depends on how much you have to raise. I mean, my thought, I always think of old school. You could do a bake sale. You could go... If you could create something that they could have.
Yeah,
like, here's like a coaster or a something that you can give someone.
I don't know. Well, let's think on that.
Yeah.
Maybe some other people can chime in with some ideas. Paul says you can get countersinks in all size. MA, Ford, or KEO are good. Check on Amazon. Fred Hill says, first shine I ever had was potato mash. Potato's excellent for that sort of thing.
I will be right back. You can hurry up and, catch up while I'm gone.
Ronald Smith says you might look at some of the commercial places for used commercial toolboxes for outdoor use, or check Craigslist. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, because using it outdoors, you're going to avoid the warranty on it anyway. Zafio says that's a good kit when you need a special bit, but they wreck easily. Yeah, they do. They are not robust bits at all. But for $10, and considering how often you use them, from the average person, if you're somebody who needs security bits all the time, no, that's not a great selection or a great choice for you. But if it's something that you just need occasionally to get you out of jam, it's the way to go. James Luke says, hello as always from Harrisonville, Missouri, greater KC area. Dana's Toolbox, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Novus Nick says, purchase the Bauer battery operated chainsaw. I've yet to use it. I'm liking the battery powered tools. Blower's incredible. Blower's wet leaves across the lawn. I like the blower. I thought it was pretty nice. Fred says, I got those two plus the Tecton tool punches. I love them. That's what I forgot to get. I need to get me some of the tool punches. Daughter hides my channel. The best channel with no content on the internet. Daughter of Raw. And Chris says, hope you guys had great holidays. I got a propane torpedo heater. Planning on doing some work out in the garage this week. How many doors and windows should I open to ventilate? You probably just one. Or if your garage is extremely drafty, you'll probably be fine. Check the information on the heater. Some of them are designed to burn clean, but you do want to have some airflow. Even then, I would just play it safe. Let's talk about Delta tools, please. Okay, there are tools made by Delta. And they're mostly overpriced these days, and they're not what they used to be. Much like Jet, which I'm a huge fan of. I like Delta. Delta Unisaw. When I started collecting my own tools, that's what I wanted, was a Delta Unisaw. And, they're still great. But the rest of the stuff that they sell, although I do say the Delta that from Lowe's is probably the best consumer-level table saw you can go out to any store and just buy. Mike Adams, when your audio went out, I couldn't resist my trucker CB instincts kicking in. Do they still use CBs? Because we had a CB base station. When we were in California, we lived not too long or too far from the highway. Man, nothing. Just nothing. Like once a day, you might hear something kick in. That was it. I picked up at a garage sale. Thought, we'll listen to stuff. The wife will like it. She likes she'd like listen to some of the trucker radio stations on XM and stuff. And nope, just nothing. Do you need more soap? No. Echo, no. And we got a video I need to put up about that. But yeah, that's a lot of soap. For instance, Rose Bowl has always been Big 10 and Pack 8, 10, 12. Yeah, see? There you go. And it's not the Big 10 anymore, is it? It's like the Big 24 or something. I don't know. Joe Smith. I started talking about Grimute and I got lost. Grimute's starting a camping video, a channel about camping. And he could use some support. His kids are all grown up. They've moved out, so he's on his own, and this is kind of his new hobby kind of thing. So if you're a fan of his, he's always been in the channel. So if he posted a link, Joe Smith posted a link there to his channel. Check it out. He's got some great little videos, some drone footage even. And go take a look at it. And, if nothing else, if you got some camping gear, I'm going to look around the garage here. I'm sure we got some. We got some camping gear just sitting around, not getting used. Maybe we should send it his way and help him with his new hobby.
I missed what the new hobby was.
Camping. Grimute.
Oh.
Matt Pereski says the CBA is a great tool. I use it all the time in my design work. If you need any tech help with testing the batteries, let me know. It's a big part of what I do. Matt, I probably could use some help with it. It's a new tool, new software. And the software is usually the trickiest part, finding out exactly how to analyze it and what the data is that you're getting back, what it really means. If you want to email me at red@denoftools.com, I would appreciate the conversation. I'm always open to trying to, I never try to believe that I know everything. And I'm always open to talking to people who know more than I do. The old saying, if you're not smart, surround yourself with smart people. If you are smart, surround yourself with smart people who disagree with you. Toolhead's in the house. How's it going? He's looking forward to that video. Jared Bush, hey there. Big fan of your channel. I have a question about Harbor Freight. Do they issue rain checks for items on sale during their monthly ads? Want to buy the Yukon 9 drawer. They do, except on items that are limited quantity. And maybe special order. So I don't know. Shut up.
Moto? Maybe.
There we go. Terry, thank you so much for the donation. Apparently it went through Streamlabs. I don't know why the Streamlabs isn't popping up and showing us, but Terry donated $5. Thank you so much. You okay now?
Happy
All
holidays.
right. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Hipsters and Hillies, that spider back behind them doesn't stop popping out from the gap. I'm going to go have to see you guys another time. I say burn it with fire until it's killed to death.
Better to nuke it for more bit.
No spiders in this garage. My last garage had black widows out the wazoo. And I'm probably going to die of cancer from all the bug poison I sprayed around that house. But, yeah, it was me in a constant battle with black widows. Oh. I'll take scorpion. I found one scorpion in our last garage. I'll take a scorpion over a black widow any day of the week. Steven's the groundhog. Well, you can kind of tell that from the picture.
February 2nd?
Yes.
Aha! I know stuff sometimes. Haha! Surprised myself.
Wilhawk says he's going to be 42 on January 12th. Well, happy pre-birthday.
Yes. So that means Steven's birthday is between your birthday and my birthday.
Well, you kind of narrowed down when my birthday is, didn't you?
Oh. Yeah.
Anyway, DR Falcon says he's an Aquarius. That's awesome.
All the Aquariuses are amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, the other ones are good too.
Yeah, not so much.
Yeah.
David says, Happy New Year's, Mr. and Mrs. Bear.
Thank you.
I was almost caught up there for a hot second until you came back.
Yep.
James Luke says, I celebrate my birthday on the anniversary of the Boston Massacre in 1770. I'll let you figure out the historic date. So you go back in time to 1770? How do you do that? Free tarps, January 3rd to 5th, 2020, Joe Smith says. There you go. And Derek follows up with that as well. Let's see here. Aquaman grew up in Iowa. Did he really? Or was it the original Aquaman? And Captain Kirk grew up in Iowa. David says there's a free tarp coupon on the app. You can get your own little keep going sign. I'll bite that right off. Do it again. See what happens.
Give me the scissors. That's why we don't let him play with sharp things.
Terry says church shooter was stopped here today in Fort Worth by a good guy with a you-know-what. Imagine that. For those of you who don't know, being a CCW instructor, I followed the news articles, all the local news articles. They never make national news. Odd that. Because people, that whole thing like, good guy with a gun, that never happens. That's a myth. I'm like, I get the news feeds. It happens pretty much almost every day. Let's see here.
Toolhead 147 says 34 degrees, like around 5 or 6 this morning.
Woo-hoo-hoo. And he's down in the hot place.
Christina Marie says, guys, no joke. Love you guys, but a minimum of 20 minutes behind in the comments by the time you see this.
You don't know.
Yeah. What time is it now? It's
and I just read that.
So it's 9 minutes. Haha. Not 20 minutes anymore.
Mike says, my Herc batteries in my hammer drill and quarter-inch impact, the way I use them evenings, weekends, 2.5 will last a week on a charge, and the 5 will last close to 2 weeks. Probably for most, DIYer types, that's probably true. BJ Kentucky says we're used to the time lag. If you're gonna be around the channel, it's gonna happen. Let's see here. Fred says tonight going down to 11 in Colorado. You forgot I lived in Lancaster, California in the 70s, high desert.
Wow.
Oh yeah. And Timgar says hello from Ohio. Any word if Grizzly 20-volt tools will increase in price in 2020? Don't know. I wouldn't buy them though. There's way better tool systems out there. That tool line is just not going to expand. If that's all you want and you want to buy it from Grizzly, you go ahead and do that. I should do a video on that, and I'll add it to the list. Gary says got 60-volt Greenworks leaf blower and chainsaw for Christmas. Leaf blower works great. Haven't opened the chainsaw yet. And Jim says yes, the CBs are still there. They're still there, but doesn't anyone use them? Red Dirt says, Data Tools, what's the deal with YouTube?
Maybe they're talking about what happened with their payments?
Oh, yeah. We got that straightened out. We're getting paid and all that. They apparently don't understand basic accounting.
Yep.
When your client partner has to basically take your accounting, put it into a spreadsheet, and do it properly and send it back and be like, here's proper accounting.
Yeah.
Anyway, the good news is that they realize that, this is wrong and we need to fix this. Matt says, I spent way too much time on Christmas Eve putting together 2 cozy coupes, and my non-OEM battery for Bosch died halfway through it. It was brutal. Oh. Yeah, I've been there. Matt says, time to quit using that paperweight Bosch and get a new drill.
Matt says, Jess and the Bear, new CB YouTube channel.
Woohoo!
I actually would kind of like that.
Yeah. Mike says, yes, we still haven't used CBs, but nowadays they mostly used in adverse weather, especially in the winter, to keep abreast of road closures and accidents ahead of us. In fact, we used to keep one of those portable CBs in the truck just for that, and at some point it disappeared. You want to read that?
Yes. If you're able to check your email and figure out what I sent and let me know when you see it during your stream, you're already about 20 minutes behind. So if you don't have a chance, I understand. Barbecue 76, thank you so much. So we're looking at that, and Christina Marie says, but it was 20 minutes earlier.
Oh, that's adorable.
What is it? What is it?
They're very awesome.
And they have a little cat.
They do have a cat.
Yeah, that's the part I saw.
I was looking at the matching pajamas. This is very awesome.
Cute.
You're like, there's a cat.
Hug. Oh, I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that. We love getting pictures like that. And I love cats.
Don't wake the bear. Give bear hugs. I guess those both say give bear hugs. That's adorable. Yeah. Thank you so much. And thank you for the support. I really appreciate that. That's awesome.
Super awesome.
I love getting pictures of, we both do, love getting pictures of you guys. And I know someone just sent me one. He got and I need to share it with you. He got the Dena Tools sweatshirt. Mm-hmm. And it looks very good in it. Awesome. And but not even just that, just anything you want to send us. We love anything
within
PG rated.
Yep, we're a family channel.
I know there's some of you out there. Let's see here. Yeah, Heart Impact set at Wally World is weak, inch pounds, not foot pounds. Buyer beware. Picked up the Bauer set, happy with purchase. Yeah. I've been talking to those guys, and we're gonna see. I've been trying to get a contact on the tech side to get more information about it. Lomax says, Dentools, I want to laugh at the shut up moto. I used to work at Motorola dealer. If you go to my website, dentools.com, in the blog, there's a link for you can download. We made a shut up moto ringtone if you want. PJ Kentucky says they have recluse spiders there. I know that recluse they're worse than black widows, but black widows have that look, and they're like aggressive. Like they'll chase you. Like I outweigh them by like a bazillion pounds, and they'll still come after me. Sure, I just step on them, but it's the audacity. Let's see here.
Where are you?
I'm right here. My grandfather tells the story I had to sober up the doctor for his birth. He's a New Year's baby 81 years ago in 2 days. I've heard stories like that before.
Yep. We have a friend who had a baby on New Year's, and the doctor showed up, and she thought, should you be doing this C-section? You just showed up from the club.
Yeah, I've done it. That'll be fine.
Oh, my goodness.
Fred says, turned 62 December 6th. Happy birthday, Fred.
Happy birthday.
Chloe Lawrence Chester. I have a titanium stick 225 inverter. Do you think the Predator 6500 watt string max starting gas powered generator going to have enough power to run at 240 volt? I have no idea. Hold your horses just a second. And in my state tonight, I'm so brain dead. I'm so tired, and I've been drinking. I don't even want to guess as to whether it will. I would have to look at the specs of that. You would think that a 6500 watt inverter or gas powered generator would have the capacity to run a 225 inverter welder, but I don't know. I would have to look at it. Maybe one of you guys know the specs on it, but I don't want to give you bad information. Go on.
$5 from Barbecue 76. It says, we have a Labrador doggy also. It just didn't make it into the picture. The
Aww.
cat snuck in.
And that's why cats are evil.
Whatever. That cat looked adorable. Thank you so much for your
look kinda
donation.
cute.
And thank you even more for the photo. Really and truly, we do love getting photos from folks. And don't be shy. We love getting it.
Matthew Porter, hello, Bear. Just wanted to stop by and say hi.
Hey.
Fred Hill, broomstick, exactly. My skis, I grew up in Clear Lake, Iowa. I love Clear Lake. You know, my grandmother, when she passed, was cremated and sprinkled over Clear Lake because that's where she grew up. And one of our local CBS news anchors is from Iowa. Well, as all good people are. Bear One. Heidi Ho, Bear. Hope you're doing well. How was your Christmas? Feeling better all around? I was feeling better until this morning, until today.
Yeah.
I'm just tired. Christina Marie, but it was 20 earlier. Really? Really? You two gonna do this now?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. We still love you. Thank you for, trying to help us get along.
The GVR Tools just ordered Den Tools t-shirts to hand out to kids in the mountains of Haiti. I'll send pics when I get back. Bringing the bear to Haiti. Wow, that's pretty awesome.
That is super amazing. Thank you so much. That is awesome. That is really cool.
Matthew Porter says, hey, Bear, just a quick question. What's your opinion of the Icon snap ring set? I don't have one. It looks good. I've not used it. I know some people here who bought it, but I haven't heard feedback, so I came and passed that along. If somebody here has used it and they like it or don't like it, comment here, let them know, but I don't like to comment on stuff that I just don't have any kind of data set on. Scott Fest, my charger went out for my Ryobi 18 volt. Home Depot is a promo. Buy 2 batteries plus charger, get a free tool. Chose the brushless driver for $99. I signed up for the credit card, got another $25 off. A total of $74. Wow, that's a pretty awesome deal.
Novice Nick said, lag time is no problem. We can type our question, go mix a drink or something, come back in time to hear your response.
There you go.
That's right. We're just, we're buffering.
Like
we're buffering. So you can, make a snack. Yeah.
D.R. Falcon says his son is a truck driver. He uses his CB all the time.
I love it. I'm a huge fan
I
of
like
truck
the
drivers.
CB. And she's a truck driver fan. Joe Smith, an only child. Mama was born in 1979 in Nanakulai, Hawaii, Honolulu, Hawaii. Photographer and Joseph Moma, a painter. He was raised in Norwalk. Oh, he was raised in Norwalk, Iowa. That's awesome.
Jason Momoa.
Yep. The original Aquaman grew up in Townsend, Montana. How's that?
Who knew?
I've lived in both states. And I'm an Aquarius. That means I'm the actual Aquaman.
Yeah, that.
And let's see here. Christina says, if it snows where you guys are, take the computer outside so everyone can see it. Christina, did you see our video from last year where I actually set up a tripod outside, put a webcam on it, ran a big old long USB cable out through a crack in the window, and sealed up the rest of the window with some tape. I made a little shield guard over the camera because snow was collecting on the camera. We got 4 inches of snow last year. Hold on. All right, do your thing.
Okay. Really enjoy your channel. Thank you, Mike. That's from MS. Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Okay, I'll start.
I'm just saying it's a good thing I was drinking bourbon out of that. I grabbed the wrong glass because I thought I was grabbing my rocks glass I had sitting on the counter. And I think, pretty sure the kids were drinking milk out of this.
Just say eggnog.
Eggnog, sure. Oh, let's see here. Rodney, any bets if the bear will get 30 minutes behind? Sure, I'll bet that I will. Who's going to take it? Reddit says, glad to hear YouTube got it fixed. They did. Took their sweet time about it, but we got it fixed.
Yep.
Streamlabs. Shut up, Streamlabs. You're drunk. Go home. Hiram Buffetum. I don't travel through time, but I identify as a little porcupine. And I get ideas for custom tools from the stories about UFOs like Indian Head, New Hampshire, Kicksburg, Pennsylvania, Arizona, and so on. There you go. Echo says there was a time when the Flex had a CB in it. Looked sort of Newt with dual Ford fire sticks mounted to the roof rails. All right, I'm trying to visualize that. Did the cowbell get demoted? No, it got left in Montana.
Yep. And then we didn't get a go.
Yeah, and we're going to go back then. Jennifer White Wolf in the house. Better late than never. Hey, Jennifer. FM2H3, Matco boxes versus Snap-on. I just got a Snap-on, but Matco started coming to our shop.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of those high-end boxes unless you can justify a reason why you need to have it. Wolfie says we need more cowbell. Don't we always?
Yeah.
Jeffrey Whitewolf says I see a wrench by my name now. That happened last week. If you didn't notice,
she didn't notice. Now she's excited.
Iowa Mike. Someone say that. Iowa. You know what? We get a lot of people in Vegas who are from Iowa, and they always like to wear their Hawkeye shirts out here, just to represent. And I always get a little smile every time I see a Hawkeye shirt.
Yeah. Then he kind of interrogates them. So where are you from? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What part of Iowa?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Are you just wearing the shirt?
This, and I'm like, yeah. And then you get the one that's like, it's my brother's shirt.
Yeah. Fred Hill says, sorry, I just finished watching a YouTube channel. He was cooking bear. Did you report him?
No.
Joe Smith says the Icon snap ring is better than the Pittsburgh. Barely used, but feels stronger. There's some feedback for you. Matt says, I have the Icon snap ring tool set. It's heavy duty. Used mine for removing the rear axle on my golf cart.
Okay.
Bolin says, man, I miss CB. Moved to Missouri and no one uses them here. Family of O's says, shout out to my wife, Katie. Today is her birthday and we're spending the evening watching you.
Hang on. Wait, it's Katie's birthday, right? I came prepared. Happy birthday.
You gonna sing to her too?
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Come on, everyone, join in.
Happy birthday,
dear Katie. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
Gonna put the antlers back on. But I knew there was a reason why I brought the birthday thing out. Had to happen. Okay. Gotta get the antlers.
Joe Smith says Jeff is an aquarium.
That is right.
Nice.
The age of aquarium. Yeah.
Just stop.
Yep.
Just stop.
Yep.
Logs Creation says, could you recommend a miter saw for under $150 at my local store is Lowe's. I'm looking at the Cobalt. If you're looking for the sliding miter saw, are you looking for one particularly small and portable? Because you can get the one from Harbor Freight, the Central Electric 12-inch, for under that price. And for not much more, you can get the Admiral. But the... Who was it? There is a Blue Hawk miter saw, just the miter saw, not the sliding miter saw, at Lowe's for like $40 right now. Christina Marie, yeah, but it'd be hilarious seeing you guys running outside with an actual computer and freezing your arses off. Yeah, that's not going to happen.
That because anybody that's somewhere where it snows knows better than to go outside.
Mike says, I found the quickest way to get a go to Hades look from your company mechanic. Let him praise Snap-on till his Snap-on power handle broke and told him it's snap off.
Oh.
Either that or go and look at him with the honest face of, but I thought they never break.
Yeah.
That's a good way to get punched in the face. Barbecue 76. Stupid word limit. So I must have spent thousands on the CB hobby. I still have a lot of the equipment haven't hooked up in years. On that note, I have a power supply that could run a nice mobile linear that I'm... Yep, the word limit got you, didn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, you know, I've actually been looking... and somebody sent me one, and they sent me the ham book. And we just found it since the move. And I need to get my ham radio license.
Yes, you do.
Lord knows I've got a license for about everything else. There was a while there where I was kind of collecting them. Christina says, have Jen hold the computer while you make snow angels.
Yep.
No,
No, let me tell you what happens when we go to the snow. Every single time he makes a snowball and he throws it at me. In my ear, in my jacket. I don't want to be cold. He throws it, face. It's a miracle we're still married.
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm just going to say this real quick. And yes, I know Streamlabs moderator there. It's automated. It's a pain and stuff. But he's saying, he made a comment to Novus Nix because he put the emojis out for the emotes for the songs there. He says, please refrain from spamming emotes. I just want to say this. Yes, it's annoying, but the fact is, YouTube has been banning people from repeatedly spamming emotes. And I don't know why, what the reasoning behind it is, but they're doing it. So don't do more than 2 or 3 emotes, because it's...
This would be really sad.
Yeah, we don't want to see anyone's account get spam or get banned and then have to go, hat in hand to YouTube and go, hey, please unban me. Joe says, new movie being made about 6-on-6 girls basketballs in gym Joe Smith played ball in junior high school in. Oh, that's cool.
Sorry.
Fred Hill says, Snap-on tool truck equals land shark. What? That's what we used to call the cops in Cincinnati because they're big white cruisers.
I know we haven't gotten there, but Terry says, thanks. Now my wife wants to know who Katie is and why I'm singing. Oh my goodness. Thank you for being a good sport, Terry.
Copyrights for the birthday song. Yeah, probably.
Yep.
Novus Nick says, you two are so cute. And by you two, he meant me. I'm freaking adorable.
That's right. I'm going to gore you with one of my
You are. I keep flinching over here. Bear One says, if you want to laugh, take a look for Nano War of Steel's song Ironmonger. Oh, I'll have to look at that after this. Barbecue 76. I'm sure someone in your stream will know what I'm saying. I'm talking on the CB and I've got to put my shoes on. What does that mean?
To the internets.
Gotta start driving?
I don't know.
Novs Nick says, hit the like button. It's free. It costs nothing. It is a, Christmas New Year's sale. You can hit the like button for absolutely nothing tonight. Let's see here. Wolfie says it means you need to boost the output power of your CB. There you go. Trolling for Dollar says he's got his ham license.
Cool.
Barbecue 76, the ham radio license has become significantly easier, especially since they excluded having to learn Morse code. Thank goodness. I know a few things in Morse code. I did not want to learn everything. I had to learn plenty just to get my my Part 107 FAA license.
A number of people are saying it means you need to get out of your truck. I don't know. What do I know?
Daughter Ross says, I heard recently they lowered down on the emotes and such because it was overkill. Yeah, that seems kind of harsh for banning you with no recourse.
Wahawk likes ham. It goes well with bacon.
There you go. I listened to you and returned the cordless Bauer, sander, jigsaw, and recip, Fred said. And No Stick says, thanks, Red. I was singing happy birthday.
Okay, sorry. We skipped Andrew the Mechanic's question.
What was that?
Do you feel that YouTube is slowing down for the mechanic channels? You seem to stay ahead, but most are slowing down.
Oh, it goes up and down. It goes in waves. There's been a big upsurge after Harbor Freight launched the Icon lineup, and I think a lot of people got burned out by that because there was so much negativity out there that I think a lot of people started tuning out for a while just because you get just like everything in life, it goes in
waves.
In patterns and stuff. Bear One says, have you seen the icon boxes in the blue and the green? No, I have not. That's not true. I have seen them. I saw them at SEMA. They look great. I like the, was it green because it's got the black trim on it? And I asked them, I'm like, will you do the black trim on the other stuff? And they said, no, right now we're just doing the black trim on the green, which I think is ridiculous. Yeah, and by the way, as Dr. Rogers pointed out, and also as it says up here, please type at Den of Tools if you want us to read your message. It shows up on my side on a big orange blob, so I know you're talking to me rather than just chatting amongst yourselves. And as you can see, we get far enough behind as it is with me just reading those messages. I also read messages, anything posted by our, I almost said patrons, I guess our members, subscribers, and anybody who, of course, does a super chat, because she goes straight to those. And Barbecue 76 says, by the way, that using Google to find the answer is cheating. Just so you know, she always cheats. As Grandpa used to say, if you're not cheating, you're not trying hard enough. And
I still didn't find the answer.
Ronald Smith says, we used to have a 66 Lincoln Continental dual alternators for battery and trunk with ham radio. CB, my mother, keep the mic blue, the lights out, and the speakers.
Nice.
Steven says, I got work in the morning, should be off to bed. Everyone have a good week.
Have a
You
great
too,
week.
stay strong, man. Hey, we're caught up.
Shh, don't jinx us.
We were caught up. What happened?
Oh no, it's making noises.
Oh, there we go.
I didn't see it.
Big Tom just subscribed.
Hey, welcome.
And Bear One says, are the blue and green different than the U.S. General? No, they're pretty much exactly the same, from my recollection. If you watch my video from SEMA, where I talk about Harbor Freight, you can actually see them. They're in the video.
Terry said, good night all.
Novus Nick says, YouTube channels are like global warming. It's cyclical, silly. It is. And yeah, that's my thing. People like the whole global warming thing. I'm like, we don't have enough data points to be able to track that. We can't sit there and say that there's any kind of significant warming and that if it is happening that people have caused it. They're just jumping to assumptions because they want to. Will Hawk says, bacon goes well with everything except those evil little mini cabbage looking things. Nothing helps the devil thing.
Yeah, I love you, but no. Stop with the antlers. They're already having issues. You just haven't had them done well.
I'm reading a question here.
No, you're not.
What do you think of the Harbor Freight wood chisel 4-packs? Do they come sharp and straight? No. Sharp-ish, straight-ish. They're cheap. They're like all the old school Harbor Freight cheap kind of things. Will they get the job done? Yeah, but they're not quality tools. They're like, I just want to try this. I'm starting this hobby. Let me see if it's something I want to do kind of thing. Or you need it in a pinch. They're not top of the line things by any measure. Mrs. Bear, did you get daughter Ra's email?
I did, and I responded, and I'm responding again.
Really? Nope. She said that, not me. Fred Hill says, I love the Bauer power tools that I keep. Nova Six said, no, you're not. Yes, I am.
Are you going to read it?
What? No,
Barbecue
go. Oh, yes.
76, $2 says, give me a second, and you won't be caught up anymore. Bing, 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 bing.
Iowa Mike says, New Year, not soon enough. 2019 can kiss it. You know, other than the channel growing and getting to meet all of you guys, 2019 was kind of a crappy year in a lot of ways. And you got to go and go over to It's a Southern Thing. And they did a video called 2019 Quit. And it's a great parody kind of thing or joke. It's a funny video. You got to watch it. Where's the Labrador tonight? She's inside where it's warm. She doesn't want to come out here because it's cold.
I tried to have her go outside after dinner, and she just looked at me like, Mom, it's cold. No, not happening.
Where was it? Wolfie says, oh, not Wolfie, we just read that. Jim's, oh my gosh. Have you seen the Napa toolboxes? I have not seen the Napa toolboxes. I'm going to have to check in that. Where do we go here? Global warming was created by Democrats. I don't know about that, but what do you think of the skill line of power tools, 12 volt and 20 volt? They look interesting. That's all I can say. They're made by Shervon, not Chevron, Shervon, who also makes the Cobalt line of tools. They're a big power tool company. But I need to get them, in paw, as it were, before I make any final assumptions on it. Let's see here. When will Harbor Freight release 5 amp or higher battery? The big batteries. I don't know. It's gonna be. I think it's supposed to be second quarter next year, but that's as close as I have as far as a number for you.
Johnny Greco doesn't know how to say at the Den of Tools, but he says, do you think Rigid's lifetime warranty is a scam?
I was just about to read that.
Okay.
It's so if you go back and you watch my earlier, like from the first year, one of the first videos, like the second or third video I did was for Rigid. And I used to have a whole line of Rigid power tools. And I got out of Rigid because I was not happy with the way they were treating people about the lifetime. And it's not a lifetime warranty, it's a lifetime service plan. And yeah, I won't quite call it a scam, but it's definitely one of those situations where they're like, it's kind of like doing a deal with the devil. He's like, sure, if you buy this, you'll get lifetime service and warranty on all these tools. And then later you come back and he's like, do you have your contract? Is it signed and notarized? Do you have the special certificate that we issued for you? When you registered it online, you did register it online. When you did register online, did they send you confirmation? Oh, you didn't get confirmation? Well, why didn't you follow up on it? Because you thought it was done deal? And yeah, they use every trick in the book to get out of it. And even then, when you do have it, a lot of people are reporting that they sent the tool. Here's the other thing. They started doing this thing where when you send the tool in, you have to give them a credit card in case it's not covered. Because they're going to fix it either way, and then they're going to decide whether you pay for it or not. And a lot of times people are getting charged and having it sent back saying it wasn't covered due to the fact that we considered it to be abusive or abuse on the tool. Right. And they're like, I use it in a professional setting. There's nothing about the warranty that says that I can't. But yeah, and that's why you don't hear me often praising, because a lot of people are like, you got to go with Rigid. It's a no-brainer. It's got a lifetime warranty. It's a lifetime service agreement, and they do everything they can to back out of it. Let's see here. That should put us behind.
Nice.
What would you say is the best way to clean headlights of their fog?
Oh, we've gone round and round with that.
I don't know. I've never had that problem. Get new headlights? I don't know. I've honestly never had that problem. Matthew says, thinking about investing in a Harbor Freight safe. Thoughts? Investing is a hard word. They're just higher end locking cabinets. If you are doing it just to keep prying fingers out, you'll be fine. If you're doing it to protect against fire, it's not going to happen. If you're doing it to protect against theft, it's not going to happen. I could get into one of those pretty quickly if I had a couple tools and I was serious about it. What they do is they keep kids and, people casually having an opportunity to steal something from getting into it.
Yep.
So is there going to be a look over the January Harbor Freight book? There is. That's coming up. I know I skipped the past month or two, but we're going to be doing that. Jennifer Whitewolf says, Project Farm on YouTube did a very good drill bit test recently. Highly recommend a view. I did see that they did it. I haven't been watching a lot of YouTube this week. Been spending, more time with the Cubs and stuff and with family. But I was meaning to look into that. I wanted to see what they felt and how they did their test. Wohawk says, if you're from Brussels and you have kids, are they Brussels sprouts? Well, you went a long way for that one.
Yep.
Iowa Mike says, how about them Dolphins? Sent flat ball Brady home crying. That's awesome. That makes me happy. Backwoods Mechanic says, Ridge is a strong tool, but their warranties do suck from experience. That's exactly the way I would feel about it. I think the tools are fine. I think they're great tools. Let's see here. Ronald Smith says, we use off mosquito to clean the headlights to make them look like new. If they're not too bad, you can use toothpaste. Now, as far as... Now, hold on. When you said fogged, I was thinking about like moisture that got into the bulbs. If you're talking about where the glass has gotten glazed, using a polishing paste wax and multiple layers of buffing pads to clean them up, that's a whole nother matter. And pretty much what I've seen is about any kit out there. 3M makes an excellent kit. Let me just say it. 3M makes an excellent kit. It's not terribly expensive, but I have yet to see one that really doesn't get the job done. What it is literally you're using a paste wax with grit in it to basically wet sand the glass smooth again, so that it doesn't have that kind of fogging and stuff on it. In fact, I need to do that on my windshield. And if you guys don't know that, you can. There are kits out there for windshields as well.
I just watched one.
Yep, and I need to do that because I'm getting close to 100,000 miles on my truck, and I've a lot of highway miles. I've got a lot of small nicks and scratches in the glass. And if anybody's ever worn glasses or something, if you've had a pair of glasses for like 3 to 5 years or something, and then also you get a new pair and you're like, they're exactly the same, but all of a sudden you can see because the glass is clean. It's like that, and that's what I need to do. And it's going to probably wait until right before we head up to Montana to do that. All right. Fred Hill says, I don't get these young mechanics and their fancy fans and their fanboys for the Snap-on and Mac Good tools. They have to sell their firstborn to get the tools. The only reason I see them, the only semi-legitimate reason I could see somebody going for that is you're in desperate financial straits, and they're the only people who finance you so you can start your career. And I remember being young and not having any money. And when I started as a carpenter, trying to figure out how I was going to buy tools. And that's for a carpenter. And a carpenter doesn't have to buy nearly the tools that a mechanic has to buy. So I get that. But, man, there has to be a better way. Buying used, going to pawn shops, doing the footwork to find cheap tools. Because the money you save when you're younger is worth way more than the money you save when you're 40 or older. And it allows you to do so much more with your life, and especially if you invest it and you use it wisely. It's really hard for me to recommend anybody goes with. People are like, well, I'll use it for the rest of my life. Yeah, maybe. Fred Hill says, I don't get... Oh, we just read that. Oh, William Logan. Hey, William. How goes it? How's the family? The family is good. Shredx Kim, how will Kappa affect your channel? Not at all. We are not, just because we have an animated bear doesn't mean that we are for children. I've had a chat with YouTube about it. They agree with me. We're totally fine.
Hey, William's going to be in Vegas Thursday through Tuesday.
Email me.
Yes. Message us.
Yep. That's red@denoftools.com. Splatbee says, I've used the headlight repair / sanding kit and was pleased with the results. Just make sure to follow the instructions. Keep moving the sanding paper. That is, keep moving it and go by the steps, and it works. It's like magic. Brussels sprouts, great with bacon.
That's right, Jennifer.
I'm gonna take your wrench away if you're not careful.
Nope. Your wrench is staying there. It's fine.
David says, torque wrench calibration. How often do ratchets need to be calibrated, or cheaper to buy a new one? Best one you recommended. The Chaka donating.
Oh,
did you get the update?
I didn't get it.
I'm sure it says something about Ryobi sucking.
Ryobi is trash, horrible junk. Ding, 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 ding.
Thank you, Chaka.
And William Logan, $3. Thank you. And I love your bird with a thumbs up.
Did William give us the bird?
The thumb bird.
Yeah. I know what he meant. Torque wrench calibration has to be done, what is it? Is it every 5 to 7 years you're supposed to do it? Is it cheap? You can do it at yourself. You don't need to go in, unless you are like doing NASA kind of level stuff or race cars or something. Super ultra high end performance. You can get close enough with yourself using a decent luggage weight scale, one of the handheld ones. And there's plenty of videos on YouTube on how to calibrate them yourself. It's pretty easy to do. I wouldn't recommend buying another one. I will say this, for the money, it's hard to beat the Icon torque wrenches. That said, they did send me one. I do have one. And what they sent me a used one. My friend at Harbor to Freights there was one lying around that apparently was unclaimed and nobody was using it anymore. And so in one of the boxes of stuff he sent me, he tossed it in there as a bonus. That was really nice of him. This was some time ago. And I'm pretty sure I left it in Montana with a lot of other stuff. But that said, and if you want to go digital, well, that's a whole nother ball of wax. Harbor Freight has the new digital ones. Craftsman, you can get some great prices on the Craftsman one. The Cobalt ones are good too. In fact, I think they all may be made by the same people for all I know. 5 minutes behind. Is that what you're saying? Anyway. By the way, guys, it's 7:30. I know we normally go till 9. I don't think we're going to go much longer because, as you can probably tell, I'm a space cadet at this point. I need to become unconscious. And I may do so live on air here shortly. All right, let me catch up here. Bear One says, I'm thinking pulling the trigger on the U.S. General 5-drawer cart and also the little U.S. General workbench. Thoughts? I'm not sure what you mean by the U.S. General workbench. The 5-drawer tool cart, I think, is... Shut up, Moto. Sound go out. I think it's great if you are in a situation where you need a mobile cart, especially one that locks. If you don't, I would say that... I would say don't go that route and just get the 24-inch cart? Mm-hmm. Or the 24-inch chest, mm-hmm. and use that like a cart. That top workspace will be a lot more useful for you than anything else. Aww. Anyway, sorry, viewers sending us messages. And
my phone is on crack because mine still says it's 74 degrees, and I can tell you right now it is not 74 degrees here.
Yeah, your phone is.
What is wrong with that?
Hold on, I got another notice here. Patrick Lee donated using the Streamlabs donation. Thank you so much, Patrick. Nope, I got it. We're done. Ow. Oh my gosh, you're going to make them deaf. What do you think of the Pittsburgh Pro Composite Series ratchets? I think they feel great in the hand. They're one of the most comfortable ratchets I've ever used. I know some people, there's some iffiness as to the quality, but I think all those kind of ratchets kind of have that issue. For a light duty ratchet, they seem great. Very, as I said, very comfortable. And let's see here. Does Harbor Freight have any good, decent woodworking tools? The lathes themselves are decent. Everything else is mediocre at best. I haven't done a lot of it, but I'm talking about, I've used some of it, and I've talked to some other people about stuff, but I've never seen anybody who's like, yeah, this tool for woodworking is just awesome. I mean, that's not true. Like the flush cut saw isn't bad. I have one of those. I use it all the time. Splat says, as a DIY, sometimes have to help friends and have some tasks and need better organization. For $500, use the 44-inch or the Cobalt Combo Tough System. Yeah, I don't know if I'd say the Tough System. If you need it as a workbench, it's a great box. But do you need that, or do you just need something like the Yukon? Because like the Yukon, there's the 9-drawer, which you can get for $350. It's all about how robust you want to be. The U.S. Generals are tanks compared to the Yukon stuff, and even the Yukon stuff, the Husky version of it is even cheaper, and it's a little bit bigger. So you may want to consider that. Hey, major weakness in the house. Jim says, not to be mean to Rigid stuff from Home Depot, I just don't buy much from them at all because their customer service is awful and they don't stand behind what they sell here.
Minor details.
Not to be mean, but they suck. No, you're just being honest. I mean, that's the same thing I've heard and I've had personal experience from.
Well, yeah, and we encourage that.
Nose Nick says, how much is it to watch you pass out? It's going to be free here shortly.
Hey, send it directly to me, and I'll get some video.
Oh, Daughter Ross says, I understand the not feeling the best thing. My poor ear is beyond stuffed.
I know.
I hate that.
Yeah.
David says, thanks for the info. Icon versus Quinn torque wrench. Fun as always. Get some rest. Yeah, the Quinn stuff is... Do they do a Quinn torque wrench? They have Quinn ratchets. The Quinn digital torque wrench. That's what it is. Yes, sorry. What is that?
It's a Louis Vuitton chainsaw.
Oh, very snazzy.
Yes. Someone sent us a picture of a Louis Vuitton chainsaw. Christine Marie.
That seems like something she might own.
Yes. To make sure you stay in line.
Yes. Bear One says, I'll email you the workbench. I'm in need of the locking and a small footprint, as well as that big bottom storage space for the chainsaw and a bottle jack that I have to refill from Lake. Well, then, if it works for you, it works for you. I had one. It seemed great. Everyone I know who has one loves them. Have you seen Client Graphics YouTube vid on hardness Rockwell test for sockets? A Husky socket did second best in the test. Yeah. The problem is you're really only testing the chrome, though. Unless was it testing the impacts? Because the problem is when you put that chrome on it, you're not really testing the metal all the way through. Because I've thought about doing the Rockwell testing on that, and I haven't seen the video. I'll have to take a look at it and see how he does it. Wallace Shekels says, Happy New Year to the family and everyone. Good night. You have a good one.
Good night.
Andy Prairie Dog says, good evening to you, Mr. Bear, and everyone here. Mr. Spartacus says, I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on Tribus Tool Flare Nut Ratchet. I've not used them. Hold on, wait a minute. Is this? No. Let me just check and make sure it's not who I think it is. Un momento, por favor.
That was a great picture for the live stream.
Was it?
Yeah, it looks. I look totally crazy. Daughter of Ra, super sorry to hear that you guys have been so sick. And neurovirus, we've had that before. It was awful. So I'm glad you guys are doing better.
All right. It is the tool I was thinking of. Here's the thing I'm going to say about Tribus. I have a pet peeve with companies that spam out free tools to YouTubers and then don't do anything to make sure those YouTubers are up front about the fact they got free tools. It's an issue that I'm having with Milwaukee, and I'm trying to have a conversation with them to figure out what their deal is. But there's a lot. Milwaukee sends out a lot of tools, and you'll see. And anytime you see YouTubers do, like, there was that little die grinder tool that came out, the 12-volt die grinder, and you saw every single mechanic channel all of a sudden had a Milwaukee die grinder they were doing a video of. How many of those said, hey, Milwaukee sent this to me for free? I know that Flat Rate Master said it, and he's the only person I heard say that they got it for free. You can't tell me that all of a sudden 20 channels had a video on it and they all just happened to go out and buy them that week. No, they got sent out.
Yeah.
This Tribus sent me an email about this, and I was busy at the time. I was meaning to get back to him. I wanted to talk to you guys. I thought it looked awfully expensive for what it was. There's other tools out there that have done the similar kind of systems. I don't think they've done it as well as they have just from looking at it. Basically, it's a flare nut wrench that's also ratcheting. It has basically an open end, has a socket that fits inside of it that rotates around, and then you have to line it back up, and it's a whole convoluted kind of thing. But for those of you who have to deal with line wrenches, that's what it is, flare nut. And anyway, and then I started seeing it pop up on YouTube, a bunch of other channels talking about doing videos on it, and those channels not disclosing the fact that, hey, they sent this to me for free, and I looked at their email, and they said they were going to send me one, but they made no comments about, and we want to ensure that you are declaring that we sent this to you for free. That's them kind of doing the wink and nod kind of thing, like, well, if you don't say anything, we're not going to make a big fit of it, and if you want to pull one over on your viewers, it's something I get a little worked up about, and I know I'm kind of going on a rant here, and someone's going to threaten to burn my soapbox, but I take a lot of heat for people calling me a shill because I come out and say I got this for free or somebody paid me to do this. Here's the news flash for you. All these other channels are doing it. They're just not telling you.
Yeah.
Ask yourself why. Anytime you see 2 or 3 or 4 channels all of a sudden reviewing the same product the same week, you can be I would be willing to bet money that they got that for free. Then check and see, are they saying they got it for free? Are they putting it down in the description? Probably not.
Daughter of Raz already burning.
All right, I'm done. Let me catch up here, and I was all caught up and everything.
William Logan is dying for more wheel row videos. Just wants Minorca Home Solutions to know that he rocks.
Yeah, where are his videos? I haven't gotten any notifications.
That touches on another subject, though. Just a reminder that if you haven't seen a video from somebody that you like a channel you like, make sure you haven't been unsubscribed. It's public service for everybody. There are definitely channels that I have been unsubscribed to. So definitely check on channels that you haven't seen for a while.
Barbecue 76 donated $2.
What?
I think it's $2.
So how do I donate to you and watch the bear pass out? Excellent question. I'm going to try to figure out how much you need. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Grameen says, I'm sorry I'm late. I finally had all the kids show up for Christmas today.
Yay!
Woo-hoo!
Okay, we need a bell for that. Ding, 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 ding. Yay for family being together.
Yes. And we shouted out your channel earlier, so hopefully you're going to get a lot of subscribers. I watched some of your videos today. I thought they were pretty good. Like the drone work. And
everyone needs to go check out Daughter of Ross channel because it's amazing. It's got no content, but it's amazing.
Wow, cool, says Den Tools. I got the Rigid R45 17-1NS table saw for $200. What do you think? I think it's a great saw for the price. My only issue with Rigid is not the tools. It's them standing behind their lifetime service agreement. What?
So somebody said that they lost the 10 millimeter.
Yes.
And Daughter Frost said, no, the socket fairy took it.
Yeah, it's a rite of passage.
Yep.
Colin says, what impact driver would you recommend? Hate to be that guy, but what are you going to use it for? Mm-hmm. You know, if it's like for light duty use, you know, get the, I know Chaka's going to shoot me, the Ryobi. If you're going to do it for like professional use, I'd recommend probably the Makita or the Milwaukee. In fact, we're going to be testing those shortly.
Yep.
And I got the Milwaukee right next to it. We got the Rigid, the Ryobi, and the Metabo. And you know what? The Cobalt for DIY kind of stuff is actually pretty good. MS says would be great if Harbor Freight would provide locks so the 4 cabinets I own were key to lock. You know, they are going to. I think they're going to be doing that. I know you can now start ordering the locks from their parts department, so I might call them and ask them if you can do that now.
John, welcome to the channel.
Jim Haynes says Kuhn Trucking showed the wrenches. Well, you know, they're good people, and they're usually pretty good about saying that they got something for free or they bought it or whatnot. So I haven't seen that video. I wouldn't doubt that they probably disclosed it. What happened to Waterloo toolboxes? I don't know. They still make toolboxes for other companies. Do they not sell them for themselves anymore? Probably just became cost ineffective for them to. Wiki whack? What?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Home Depot carries fine products now. Their products, are they good? They're just fine.
Nice.
You need bacon. Bacon heals. Bacon doesn't judge. Bacon understands. Unlike Brussels sprouts judge you.
Wahawk, they don't. You just eat them.
Yeah, they do.
They don't.
Chris says, hi, Mr. and Mrs. Bear. Used a coupon for the Hercules 20-volt quarter-inch impact. Drill driver came with 2 batteries. Charger bag, $169 with tax. Should I get the protection plan? Worth it. Depends on how you're going to use it. If you're using it professionally, I would definitely get the plan because it's like, imagine, you know, if you could pay $10 a year and just get a new tool every year. That would be a pretty good plan. Jim Haynes, I would also include Tecton in the economy torque wrench. Tecton does make some great ones. You're right about that. Was already burning that soapbox. I thought it was getting warm in here.
Yep. Barbecue 76 says, you're not done. We're going to watch you pass out. Bing!
Oh. Christina Marie, according to YouTube rules, they have to state it's free. Christina Marie, according to the Federal Trade Commission, they have to state it. They have to, in fact, they just issued new rulings on this. They have to state it was free. They have to state if they were paid to produce it. They have to do so clearly at the beginning or near the beginning of the video. They can't be coverted, but they can't just put hashtag ad or something. They have to make it abundantly clear is the wording that they use. They're getting really on this, and a lot of YouTube channels are going to get in a lot of trouble. The smaller channels, I'm probably honestly too small, but if you're getting, maybe. I'd say if you're over 50,000 subscribers, you're risking it if you don't declare. If you're over 100,000 subscribers and you don't declare, you're just setting yourself up to get a $24,000 or higher fine. Because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's $24,000, or is it 48? 24 or 48 per incident.
It's a lot. It's a lot of dollars that you want
to
hang on to.
And if you do it a whole bunch, you can go to jail.
Brandon says, off the wall question for you guys. Any tips on seasoning new cast iron skillets? Take it away.
Olive oil, really easy. Just clean it, rub it with olive oil, put it in the oven. I don't remember the temperature you put it in. Just a high temperature, and do that 2 or 3 times, and it'll be perfectly seasoned. Yeah. Brandon says, oh, that's the one you just said. Commute, really sorry. Apparently, since none showed up for Christmas, they decided to surprise me today. It was real nice. That's awesome. Sorry they didn't make it there for Christmas, but this time of year, anytime family shows up is a good time.
Yep.
Jim says those Tribus tools are very expensive and don't usually shy away from pricey tools, but they are a lot. They're a lot for how many tools you get in that package. They look nice, but that's why I wanted to hold off, and then we got caught up with other stuff.
William is planning on full-time YouTube videos for 2020. Bought some new camera gear.
Woohoo! That's awesome. I'm looking forward to it. Chaka Dara says Chaka does say except for light duty DIY use. There you go. There's the exception. Bear One, will Harbor Freight have a cordless nailer like Ryobi and DeWalt? I know they're looking into it. Gramir says, thank you for watching and mentioning my channel. I'm still learning a lot. Just more practice. Well, if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. RBX176 says, the best soapbox is made of concrete, not burnable. You're obviously not using a high enough flame. GVR says, gotta call it a night. Wishing you all a very happy new year. Hoping 2020 brings you even more success. God bless and shine on. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much.
Donna Ross says, Jesse, I'm right there with you. Just eat the things. They don't have feelings.
That's right. In your belly.
Yeah. Jim Haynes says, Waterloo Toolbox companies are now owned by Stanley Black & Decker. Oh, that's right. I knew that. And Jim says the same thing. Oh, wait, that's the one I just read. Never mind. That's how, yeah.
Jennifer Whitewolf says, like bacon, I have 2 bacon frying videos on my tiny...
2 bacon fry videos.
That's what I just said.
That's not what you said. That's not the words that actually came out of your mouth.
Shh. Quiet time for you. Anyways, I'm going to go check those out because, as most of you know, I lit the barbecue grill on fire doing bacon. So, obviously, I need help in the
fire.
bacon.
I'm like, it's going to be a little fire. Big fire.
Go big or go home, right?
Go big and burn down your home.
Yes, that almost happened to you.
Andy Prairie Dog, a Harbor Freight bucket. Do those bucket organizers fit in them? I have a Husky. I would imagine they do. I've got, at the house in Montana, I was going to do a bucket video. I never got around to it. Yeah, me not getting around to a video. And I had 4 different, I had Home Depot, Harbor Freight, Ace, and Lowe's. And they all seemed about the same size. We'd stack them all together. So I can't see why they wouldn't fit. Richard says, the reason fine can't be touched is they own the 3,200 to 4,600 RPM patents. No one comes close on a multi-tool. And let's see. The gross tart. The big tart. Hey, man, how you doing? I'm about to pass out,
good.
To be honest. But all in all, I'm doing good.
Daniel says, hibernated 8.
Yeah. Wohawk says, bacon is 0 carb. Also, aren't you on keto? Bacon is I'm supposed to be on keto, but someone's been cooking like she's Pamela Dean. Is that Paula Dean?
Paula Dean. I don't know who he's
Put more butter
about.
in it, and she has
Butter's keto. That's fine.
She learned the secret for making scalloped potatoes, which are my weakness.
Apparently everyone's weakness, because since I've made them, I've been requested to make them quite a number of times.
Yep.
So, yeah. Gotta get away from the scallop.
Ricky says, is the 14.4 volt line of tools from Snap-on any good? They're decent. They're decent tools. Just beware that they're made in China. And I say that only because a lot of people I know buy them thinking they're buying American-made tools. They're made in China. If that's an issue for you, just understand that. And I think that there's other tools out there. I would get the Milwaukee 12 volt before I would buy the Snap-on 14 volt. Let's see here.
Daughter of Ross says she has a jackhammer.
The best deal I saw on Husky 200-piece toolkit in a card box at Home Depot for $99. Wow, that is a good deal. And Daughter Raw is it the new Milwaukee cordless one? Because I want to see video on it if it is. No. What IBLB 562 what's the best torque wrench for 3/8 for use for maybe half dozen times a year? If it's for like non-super high technical stuff, I would just get the Harbor Freight one that goes on sale for like $10 to $15 all the time. It's just fine. It's not, you're not going to launch the space shuttle with it, but if you're working on your engine or your Honda Civic or something, it'll be fine. Go on.
Elkfist says, Happy Holidays, Mr. and Mrs. Bear.
Happy holidays.
$2.97. I like it.
Come on, ring it. You're nut job.
Yep. Squirrel nut zipper. I'm all yours.
Whatever you do, don't put the frying pan in the dishwasher. Yeah. That's something video you can do. I love that. What was it? They did their version of Law and Order. The version of Law and Order, and the murder victim was the frying pan.
Yep.
I tried to get her to go cast iron. I bought a whole bunch of cast iron stuff. She won't touch the stuff because she's afeared she's going to ruin it.
Yes. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
No, Nick says, at our restaurant, we bake bacon daily at 650 degrees. Come out great and crispy. I like mine medium crisp. A little bit of crisp, a little bit of chew.
I do a lot of bacon in the oven now, but
she does.
Stupid
She hasn't set that on fire yet.
Even.
Bear One, thoughts on the Bauer and Barclays jackhammer? They look cool. I haven't used them. We've talked to people here who have the Bauer and they really like it. I haven't even talked to anyone who's touched the Barclays one yet. It looks super cool. Daughter blowtorch, bandhammer, jackhammer, few screwdrivers, and some duct tape. My mod tools are ready.
That's right.
Jake says, Merry belated Christmas and early Happy New Year to you and yours. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Medville says, really like your videos. Been wondering if you were planning on giving advice for soft tool storage like bags made by Vito. Any suggestions? I use the not the Hercules or the Bauer ones, just the regular Harbor Freight ones, the black ones. I can't remember the name brand they have on it. They go on sale all the time, and they work just fine for me. I'm not finicky about the bags. They just last. I like the Gator style where it has the inner support in the bag, so when you open it, the whole thing stays open. And they do that, and the price is right when they're on sale. So, bacon, bourbon, and a hat is what everyone needs. Every American needs to be healthy.
Yep.
Yep. William Lucas says cast iron rocks, and AK, you're wrong.
I think it rocks too. I just think I'm going to ruin it.
Chris says, thank you for the advice. I'll be using it professionally. Happy holidays to you and Mrs. Bear and the Cubs. Thank you so much. Minorca Home Solutions. Ruined cast iron. Oh.
I know.
William Lucas says, I like my bacon flaccid, not crispy. William, I'm just going to say it's a family channel.
Nice.
Elkfist. How's the Vegas weather? In Wisconsin, we just got 2 days of rain, and now it's going to snow 6 inches on top of the ice that was created. I hate it when that happens. I can remember that.
Every step is crunch.
Yep.
Crunch.
It's in the 30s, and which worse is when you get snow and then ice on top of it, because you would step through it, and then as you go to take the next step, the ice would bite into your ankle. Yeah, I still remember that. All the mountains around Vegas are coated in snow.
Yep.
They're glorious to look at, and we're allegedly up here in the west side of Vegas. We're 1,500 feet higher than the Strip, and we're supposed to be getting snow flurries tonight. I don't think any of it will stick, but anyway. You barbecued without me. It's okay. I can help with the bacon and other things next time. You just have to let me know what time. Coming up next summer to Montana, we'll do a big barbecue thing.
Yes. And I will watch because I will light things on fire.
Bear One says Voyager is the bag brand. Thank you, sir. You are correct. And Ken says cast iron is what your great grandma used. That's what my grandma used. It was cast iron's good stuff. Anyway, we're caught up, and at that point it's 8 o'clock, and I'm going to call it an evening because I am about to pass out. I'm sorry. I know we usually go later. Honestly, we talked beforehand, and we thought we were only going to come on for like half an hour, say hi to everyone, and then call it a good night.
We really did.
And so we've gone an hour and a half past that point.
Yep.
So anyway, you all, thank you everyone who supported. Thank you to all the mods. Again, if you have a moment, go check out one of their channels. And especially Gurmute, who started his new channel. That's awesome. I love to see you guys getting started talking about the stuff that you love. And take a look at him, give him a thumbs up, make a comment, maybe share, and even consider subscribing. Anyway, we're going to see you all next year. Yep. Hope you had a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and have a very merry and safe New Year's. Until then, take care, God bless, and as always, shine on. I'm going to sleep right here on the floor in the garage.
Yep, it'll be great. I'll just throw a blanket on you.
It'll be awesome.